Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your July 2015 monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Gemini. And I'm back again using my regular Shadowscapes deck and by Stephanie Puy Law. And the update is I still don't know when I'm going to be doing my sex and relationship videos. I've been quite busy, but I did make decide to go ahead with the couple sessions, so I am offering those just for those of you who want to try doing that. There are some rules, no fighting, and also I am going to be doing 3 spreads for the couple sessions, so it'll be for you and your partner, and then for the the together how things kind of are going. So that's kind of how I'm structuring it, and it's $75 an hour, just like my other sessions. And I usually book the 1 hour session. So, and I am still doing private readings for the single people, one at a time, individual sessions, and those are also $75 an hour. And I usually book the 1 hour for those. So. Feel free to email me if you'd like to do either. It's elizabetholson31@gmail.com. And so so let's see what you guys have for July, my lovely Geminis, and kind of go from there. I'm just going to shuffle just a little bit more here. It's so funny because everybody's traveling or moving right now. It's like for July, it's just pretty much every sign, with the exception of Taurus. I don't think Taurus got it, but you guys got the moving card as well. You may have already moved, but you may be thinking of moving again, or you just might be kind of traveling around. This is also the card about travel. Planning a trip, going on a journey, buying a house, looking at property, all of those things. This is that card, okay? This is in the position of what's coming in from the outside. So it's like the universe is saying, go, fly, you know? You also have the Fool crowning you, okay? So that's also airline travel, day trips, this is, to me, the Fool is about taking a leap of faith and trusting that God's going to save you. So being in a place of trust. And I feel like, you have 2 cards which are really beautiful back to back, okay? You have this Empress card followed by the Fool. The Empress in the recent past. And together, I don't know if you can see them together, but you got this Fool on the tails of this glorious creative energy, and this kind of just like, I feel like it's the Empress saying, go, do, be merry, be creative, and like they're like best friends. So you may have, there's 2 girls that are very similar. This could be your sister, or this could be, this could be mother-daughter. This could also be best friends. I feel like first it's like best friends. It's like your best friend is really like wanting the best for you, saying, go, do, sing, dance, go get out there, trust that everything's going to work out. The Empress is to me a mother. So there's this mother energy too. So it might be your mom who's very supportive of you. Or like, again, it could be your sister that's very supportive of you. There's a girl around you that's very supportive of what you're doing, okay? Who maybe just likes you and thinks you're great. And so just really just wants you to just kind of fly and spread your wings, kind of like a mama bear would. So it's very interesting that you have that kind of dynamic. In the immediate future, you also have this 3 of Cups, which is dating and being social and getting out there and having fun. So I feel like you're going to be in the, beginning to middle of June, really kind of partying it up. May not be you know, where you're getting drunk every night, but it is being social. It's being active. It's hanging out with the girls. There's a lot of girls here, so you may have also a wife, you know, that's very supportive of you. You may have, you know, had girlfriends recently be very supportive of you, especially Gemini guys. And I feel like you're going to be really like hot with the ladies in the immediate future, okay? There's going to be several ladies I feel like that are going to be kind of on your tail, okay? Now, you also got this Page of Pentacles in the center of everything, which is the student, okay? She's usually a student, a young student. This could be a guy or girl, though, because it sort of indicates the student. Even though it's a girl, to me it's like she's studious, she's a scholar, she's studying, she's very responsible. She's looking for comfort and material security as well. So a lot of times this can also be someone who struggles with wanting material security, with wanting financial security. Someone who's really just struggling sometimes to make ends meet. She can be very simple. She can be very fertile. So Gemini females, I feel like this is you, okay? Doesn't always have to be. The Page of Pentacles can also be an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So Gemini guys, you may know a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You also may just be in school, okay? But she, to me, is in danger of becoming really materialistic. Guys, you also have to look out for this too. And it's not just girls here. Of letting your material, like your desire for material comfort and stability kind of overshadow your life, kind of take over your life a little bit, okay? It's important that you look to other things that are more important than materials. Look to other things for stability, you know, kind of create your own stability, and more in yourself rather than your external environment. Because I mean, it's like you could be sitting like, and it's almost like I need to tell you, it's like the Bodhi tree. It's like you need to sit under like a Bodhi tree and be like the Buddha, or like somebody who's just like the happy, you know, clam or whatever over there, you know, under the tree, and you know, meditating and just like very at peace and very zen with yourself, rather than looking to have money which could buy your happiness. That's kind of how you see it. It's like money is able to buy you happiness, but money can't buy happiness. So you need to kind of get in touch with like maybe do some meditation, maybe yoga, where you're just kind of getting in touch with yourself and finding that peace inside yourself. Okay. And normally I don't really get that vibe from this card, but I'm getting it now, so I'm telling you. What's crossing you is the Knight of Swords. And I feel like that's you. Gemini guys, specifically, that's you. Okay? And the Knight of Swords is someone who's really determined to win and does. Okay? Someone who's can be aggressive, can be very verbal, can be very sharp, quick-witted, usually. This is someone who's fighting the good fight. So, you know, I feel like Gemini females, you're in school, you're studying, you're a good person, you know. Gemini males, you know, I feel like you're an intellectual. You're smart, you're sharp, you're witty, you're funny, you know. These are the qualities. You always get what you want. To me, this is always getting what you want. So some of you Gemini guys really do, always get what you want. Because you don't settle for anything less than getting what you want. And you don't even consider it. It's like, it's not even possible. It's like you go out and you're like, well, this doesn't make sense, so this is what I expect, and people will like kind of bow down to it because, you know, you're very like, this is how it is, kind of thing. Now, you have the Seven of Pentacles as the foundation, which is a card. A lot of times it's about feeling very sexy and very fertile. This is fertility. But this is also about And I see this as a Scorpio female a lot of times. So Gemini males, Scorpio females. This may be like a girl that you dated in the past, okay? Or maybe some girl that you wanted to date, okay? But it's also a card about waiting and being kind of impatient for the harvest, okay? It's like timing is an issue. Timing is an issue for like it's the biggest issue for you right now, okay? And it's weird because the word time, I feel like, is the key here for you. So it's not necessarily timing, it's time. It's like maybe you don't have enough time to study. You don't have enough time to go out. You don't have enough time to travel. You don't have enough time to do things or be creative. There's an issue with time, I think, in general. I think maybe you're trying to time manage, but it might not be going that well. You know, time seems to kind of escape you. It's going very quickly, and you're kind of just like trying to get everything done, and you might not be able to get as much done as you would like. Okay, so I feel like that's what's going on, I think, in July. That's what's kind of the bigger picture. Time to go out. It's like there's no time to go out. There's no time for fun. There's no time to get the things done that you really need to get done. So that's kind of how I see it. And then it's very interesting. You have this one card in the position of your attitude that's just kind of like this pop of negativity. And it's sort of like out of the blue. It's weird because it's like out of the blue you get your feelings hurt. Or out of the blue you get hurt in some way. Out of the blue it's like you're heartbroken. Or you're just not over, you may not be over the past. You may not be over the heartache of maybe an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend. You're not over it. It's weird because it's seriously coming out of nowhere, and there's nothing kind of like no precursor, there's no no warning, no foreshadowing that this was coming. So it's almost like it's been there for a while. It's almost like in your mind, your overall your attitude towards people is, I'm hurt and I don't want to get into another relationship, or I'm heartbroken, or I'm making sacrifices. Because a lot of times the Three of Swords is about making a sacrifice in some way and letting go of something or loss. This could be a death in the family also, and I don't like to usually say that, but this is something that may come up where it's sudden and you're not expecting it, and it hurts you. It emotionally hurts you. Or there could be some people in your family that are hurt by it, or that you're involved with that are hurting you for some reason. It may just be also some kind of trauma. It's like you're dealing with death, or you're dealing with a pain, or you're dealing with some suffering, and it's affected you. This may not be with you personally. This may be with somebody else you know. A lot of times this is heartbreak. This is heartbreak because of a relationship. I feel like you're not over your past relationships. You need to get over your ex, your exes. You need to sing that song, All My Exes Live in Texas. There's a song. I know there's a song. So, it's really hard to get past this Three of Swords because the Three of Swords is a serious card, and really the antidote to this card is time, and it takes time to get over someone. I usually recommend doing heart healing work for people that are kind of going through something like this. If it's a death in the family, though, I feel like time, you need time to process it too. It's not necessarily going to do any good if I go in there and start, healing it when you haven't done the work. So the work needs to come first, I feel. Um, okay, and the outcome is the Temperance card, which in a way you're blocked from because you have this negative Three of Swords there. I'm gonna pull another card to see. Yeah, some of you have some strong legal stuff, just similar to Taurus. You know, you've got some strong legal stuff. So, you know, you may be in a relationship with a Taurus. It's weird. I don't really see Geminis and Taurus as being the best combination. Um, you know, these are two. You know, these two cards came up, and I did shuffle for. You know, I did shuffle quite a bit actually. So you may also just be. You may be in the legal field. You may be in. You know, doing some writing, legal kind of writing. This also is a lot of times about divorce. You know, for me, it seems to be the outcome is it's like almost like you know you get into a fight with somebody and then you just get a divorce like immediately after. It's like there's no going past you know boardwalk and collecting 200. It's like you go you know directly to wherever. Yeah, directly to Park Place. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 or something like that. Too much Monopoly references. But this is like you, like, it's kind of an interesting end of July. It's kind of a little conundrum, you could say, of contradictions because it's like out of the blue, you have this Three of Swords. Three of Swords is trauma, it's sacrifice, it's loss, it's suffering, it's pain. And then you have, you know, these two legal cards, which tell me that if you are in a relationship, it's like I feel like you're going to break up or divorce like immediately after this happens. Um, It may just be like there may be some like build up too, where it may just be suddenly like you may have suppressed it because the Temperance card is all about bottling. Okay, it's all about containing your emotions. Okay, and I feel like air signs like Geminis, Libras, Aquarius have a tendency to intellectualize their emotions. And so you may have kind of intellectualized your feelings at some point, and then all of a sudden, one day in July, it's like, boom, you say, up, that's it. What did you just say? Up, no, that's it. I'm done. Can't handle anymore. Thanks and goodbye. And you get a divorce. And your partner, I feel like, you know, I feel like Gemini guys, especially your partner, has been considering this for some time. Or you have been considering this for some time. For those of you who are single, I feel like there's some trauma or pain that you're kind of still dealing with from like an ex, and or you're dealing with some loss, which is unfortunate, and my heart goes out to you. So, you know, I can only say that this too shall pass when it comes to this kind of pain, and it's almost like I'm feeling it. Like you guys are almost like the bird. You know, you're almost like the bird. Like almost wants to like tuck her head under her wing and cry. It's like you're crying into your pillow, or you're crying, you know, alone at night, or you're upset. You know, in private, like you know, maybe to the world it seems like you're all good and you're going out and you're having fun, but it's like maybe in private you're sad, like you're not over this pain. In private, you know, you're dealing with some kind of loss and some kind of trauma, which I'm sorry, you know, about. So, um, I feel like somebody has really hurt you, and you're really hurt, and I mean, it's easy for me to say, you know, to sort of look at this in a predictive way and keep and be like, you know, stand back and say this is what's going to happen and da 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 da. But you know, when you're going through this kind of a thing that's major, it's not easy, and you know, it may feel to you like I'm making light of it, but you know, I really do understand this pain, and so I just want you to know that that whatever you're going through, you're going to get through. Okay, it's not going to be like you're going to be enduring this pain forever. I do feel like it's prompting you to take some action for whatever reason. You may take some legal action for whatever reason. Um, but, you know, things are going to work out. You know, the Justice card is all about things coming out, working out fairly. And, you know, I got two other cards as far as, you know, overcoming this pain and this loss, which is you got the Strength card as well as the Hanged Man. The two cards about tests. The tests of strength, the tests of inner strength. So you got the outer strength, you got the inner strength. This is going to test you. This is going to be major. I do feel like for you Geminis, you're going to go through something major that's going to really test you. On a physical level, on an emotional level, it's going to be traumatic. I feel like it's going to be traumatic. And all I can tell you is that you really need to seek out some counseling. You need to seek out some professional help. You need to have a shoulder to cry on. You really need a shoulder to cry on here, because this is something I feel like it's not just, it doesn't feel like it's just a blip on the radar. It's something major, because we're looking at these other cards that come after it, and we're looking at, you know, what comes from how to overcome this Three of Swords. And you got the two, you got the Strength, and then the Inner Strength card, which don't usually show up boom boom together, and they are. So I would say this is definitely reach out to family, you know, members that you know, shoulder to cry on here for this, because this is a big deal for you, and know that it's a big deal. And for those of you who are, you know, kind of working through past issues, you're being tested as well. You know, and in time you will have the strength to get over them. You know, that's kind of how I see it. But I feel like this is sort of like a catalyst in a way. I want to say the word catalyst. Like it's a catalyst. It's like that launch point. It's that thing that kind of gets other things happening where maybe it wasn't happening before. It kind of, in a way, lights a fire under your butt. And it's sort of just like you have to deal with things in a different way, and it matures you in a way, and you, in a way, you grow up. All of a sudden, it's like boom, you grow up, and you're an adult, and you're responsible, and you're taking responsibility, and you're mature. You know, it's like almost like, because you overcome this kind of trauma and this kind of pain, it's like the universe gives you the strength to do it, and you realize how strong you are, and you realize that you're really a strong person, and that you can get through anything, and that you will get through anything. Very, very intense, because you got the four cards. You got the Temperance, the Justice, the Strength, and the Hangman, all in one little cluster. So the end of July, could be mid to end of July, and I'm getting a tingle on this, is a really key time for you. Key time, okay? You got to do what you need to do to walk through this. This is something that you're going to have to walk through, okay? My aunt used to say it's like a door. You have to see it as like a door to walk through. It's not easy, and I don't feel like it's going to be easy for you, but I feel like it's actually going to be good for you in the end to experience this. Some things in life, you know, we need to experience, and and this is going to help you to have perspective on things, for sure. So that's all that I'm really getting for you. And I'm going to end here. It's funny because I like to always look at the bottom card in my deck to see what the underlying either message is, or like what's hidden from you, or what sort of like what you really want, your deepest desire, what you really want. And what you really want is the Lovers card. So a lot of you guys tune in because you want to know what's going to happen to relationships. A lot of you tune in to find out what's really going on because you know I'm going to give you the real deal during the month. But it's for you, you're looking for love. You're looking for real love, romance, a real partner. A lot of you are looking for that. If you're not in a relationship, that is what you want most, whether you admit it or not. That's what you want most. I want you to really, I want that to be your focus when you're going through a tough time. Be as loving to yourself as you possibly can. Be as loving to others, maybe in their family, as you possibly can. And it's so funny because I'm flipping through the cards now to find it. I don't know what I did with it. It was just like, it was on the bottom and then I shuffled, and so it's gone now. But yeah, so you need to be loving to yourself and loving to others, and when you're going through this time. And there it is. I'm going to show it to you because it's important that you see it. It's a beautiful card. I really love it. It's my favorite card in the whole deck. And so just don't I don't think it's going to get you down in the sense that you're going to become, very overly emotional. I just think, and you might have some, like a nervous breakdown, or you might have like an outburst of some kind, but I can't see you like crying a lot, although I do feel like you may cry like in secret, or you may kind of hold it, or you may just kind of cry like into your shoulder, you know what I mean, like that, where nobody sees you, that kind of thing. But I don't see you like wallowing in despair from it. I just feel like it's something that you have to deal with and walk through. But for those of you who are looking for love, I feel like a lot of people ask me, they say, well, am I going to meet someone? And a lot of times they can't meet someone until the timing is right, or until they have somebody who's negative in their life that they have to unblock themselves, basically. They have to make better choices and not be with somebody who's unavailable, or not be with someone, they may even still be in a relationship, but they're still asking me, am I going to find love? I'm here to tell you, Gemini, you're going to find love, and there are people who I feel really love you. So you got to talk to those people and not lose hope that you're going to find love, because you will find it. And focus on that focus on love when you are going through your tough time. So that's my message, my final message to you, okay? And I feel like you're going to get through your tough time easier if you do that. And I'm also getting my guide is showing me some ice cream. So you might want to also just break out the Ben & Jerry's, just go for it. And that may be something that you want to do, There's endless possibilities, endless flavors. I could stay here all day talking in this video about ice cream. So I am going to send you hugs, big hugs, big hugs, Gemini, big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, I wish you all the best. Take care.